Hello my dear friends, we're here making one more video to deconstruct the globe earth model, which makes no sense at all. So let's look at this video really quick. Let's consider a flight from Japan to Brazil or from Brazil to Japan. We're here at the Great Circle Map website. This is São Paulo, my hometown, Tokyo, Japan, where I live. As you can see here, it's pretty much like right at the opposite side. It's so that when I call my mom sometimes in Brazil at 9 p.m. it's 9 a.m. where she lives, or when I call in the morning 10 a.m. it's 10 p.m. where she lives there. So we are exactly on the opposite side of the earth. 24 hours, almost 24 hours, 25 hours flight time. Alright, so we're going to compare here on the ball earth and on the flat earth map. You're going to see which one makes more sense. So here in Google Maps, it shows that it takes about 24, 1 day plus 1 hour. So 25 hours flying directly. But we can't fly directly. So my ways of traveling is São Paulo, Los Angeles, Japan, or sometimes we can fly through Europe. So some people fly São Paulo, London, Japan, or like I did, São Paulo, Dubai, Japan. And other people go through Germany or France. You can go through Toronto, Canada, right? But I'm going to show here now on the flat earth map the routes that I have taken. So here we are with the flat earth map. São Paulo, these are the routes that I have already flown. I have flown São Paulo, Dubai, Japan. I have also flown São Paulo, Los Angeles, Japan. Going back to Brazil, flying from Japan to Detroit, Atlanta, Brazil. Okay, these are the routes that I have flown. Now, let's consider for a second if it would be possible. Let's just consider that it could be possible to fly directly from São Paulo to Japan. For this reason, I drew this red line here. Let's say the flight takes 24 hours flying from São Paulo to Japan. But since there are no airplanes that fly 24 hours, let's make a stop right in the middle, somewhere here in Canada, okay? So let's suppose this flight flies for 12 hours, stops right here in this island, Canada, refueling in 1 hour, 2 hours. When I stopped in Los Angeles, we stopped for 2 hours for cleaning the airplane, and then the plane flies for the remaining 12 hours to Japan. So this is how the flight goes on the flat earth map. Let's now look from another perspective. Suppose this is a direct it's a flight that flies the red route with one stop right in the middle here in Canada. So the airplane takes off, stops in Canada, 2 hours, refueling, cleaning of the airplane, and then 12 more hours to Japan. Now this is what we observe. Once the airplane takes off, the captain levels the plane, has the plane on the automatic pilot, and the plane flies straight. Stops right here. And then the remainder of the trip, another 12 hours to arrive in Tokyo. This is considering that the flight would make a stop right here in this region in Canada. Right, if it could be possible this route. It's not. We fly São Paulo, Los Angeles, Japan, or through Europe. Okay, these are the routes that we have. Okay, so this is how it looks like on the flat earth map. And now it's very important for you to understand that the airplane, there is a gyro in the airplane that maintains its rigidity in space always level. So let's watch this short animation.
To understand any gyroscopic instrument, you must understand the principle of the gyroscope. It consists of a rotor mounted in a gimbal. The rotor can spin in one plane only. When another gimbal is added, a second plane of movement is possible. And when this assembly is mounted in bearings, the rotor has 3 planes of movement and can assume any possible attitude. This is now a freely mounted gyroscope. A spinning gyro has 2 important properties: precession and rigidity in space. All of its practical applications are based on these 2 properties. As for rigidity in space, the spinning rotor remains in its original attitude, while the gimbals and base move around it. In other words, the gyro maintains its axis in relation to space and not to the surface of the Earth.
Now remember that on the globe Earth, no matter where you are, you're always above everybody else. You are on the top. Especially because in the global model, they say everywhere there is no up or down, everywhere is up. So if you're here, you're always looking down to the other countries, other places around you. You're always on the top. So we're going to watch this short animation considering Brazil is on the top and Japan is on the other side of this ball earth on the bottom. Please pay attention to this animation. This flight takes off São Paulo airport. Now remember what we watched in the animation, the airplane has a gyro that keeps the airplane level, completely level. So consider that's the stop in Canada. Remember when we looked at the flat earth map? That would be the stop in the middle of the way on the red line. So this is impossible because the gyro in the airplane shows that the plane has to be level. This is not observable. It's just a theory. Let's keep going. Now the airplane is still flying towards Japan. Remember, on the globe Earth, you're always on the top. So we left Brazil on the top. We are now arriving in Japan on the bottom, upside down. It takes a lot of faith to believe the globe model because nowhere is this observable. And it's contrary to what we just saw about the gyro. The gyro maintains its rigidity. An airplane cannot fly curving without the gyro demonstrating that it's pointing down. An airplane does not fly sideways, does not fly upside down, as we saw here. It does not land sideways and doesn't land upside down on an imaginary globe. Here we have 2 lines, one representing a flat earth on the flat earth map, one representing on the globe earth map. I want to thank an architect in Brazil who has designed this animation, flat earther, behind great projects in Brazil, but he has been dedicating his time to make these animations demonstrating the error that it is to believe that airplanes point its nose down, an airplane flies straight. There are no planes crossing the equator, up or down, like in this animation. The globe Earth idea, or the heliocentric model, is nothing but a religion designed to control you, me, and everyone else. And these are the people behind this great lie, and they are hiding this from you, and they don't want you to be free. They want to enslave you and me, our families, forever. Thanks for everything, guys. See you next time. Be safe. Bye-bye.